Okay, this is going to explain using the drawing file, creating one of the puzzle pieces. So we start with a new drawing. You do it from there. You do it from up here as drawing. Do file, new drawing. Any one of those is fine. Like any of the other files, drawing will load slowly. Has to get a bunch of stuff together. As soon as it's up, what you're going to do is you're going to go find one of the pieces that you are working on. So if it is a part file from the puzzle or a part file from 4.2 or whichever one that is that you're working on. Once it pops up, you're going to go over to base to begin with, and then you need to find that part. If the part's already open, it will pop up in here and you can just select it. If it's not open, you simply go find your folder wherever it is stored. It's on the desktop, go to the desktop, find the part that you want, click on it, and open. Now, when it first comes in, it may not be the exact size that you want. So what we're going to do is try and figure out what size works best. When I look at this, it seems a little small to me, so I'm going to come down here to scale, and I'm going to choose a larger scale to see what fits. If I get too big, I can back off. You can even type in your own scale. I'm going to go ahead and use this one, and I'm going to bring it up just a little bit so that the height of it is above the block, the title block. And once that's dragged in, you can drag out your side and top views or just click OK and do that next. Drag both of these in at this point in time and click OK. So now I've got the front view, the side view, and the top view of my part automatically made for me. So I'll do one more projected view. I'm going to click on my front view, and I'm going to come off to this top corner to create the isometric. You can also do that to create your others. One thing you have to do at this point, though, is it's going to just leave that green box, even if you do the ones for the side and the top. What you have to do now is right-click, create, to get it to actually put that part in. So now that I've got it in, I want to do a few more things on this document. First is to come up here to annotate. When I annotate, I bring up a new toolbar. Now, the ribbon here has got dimension, and I want to dimension all of the sections that I need. So I'm going to start down here, and I'm just adding a dimension. This is for adding text if I need it. I don't need it, so I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to come over to my next one, kind of lining my dimensions up to make them neat. So that's the basic dimension. You can also use a command called baseline next to it. When you click on baseline, what you do is you can click multiple lines in a particular direction. I'm going vertically now. Then I'm going to right-click continue, and I drag those measurements out. It takes 2 measurements for me, or 3, or however many is necessary. I'm going to right-click, create. Once they're in place. So now I have almost all the dimensions that I need. I'm only going to need one more on the front view here because I've got these 2, which also tells me the length of the whole thing when I add them. And I'm going to need one more of either here or here. And I'm going to choose up here simply because when I put that in place, it doesn't cause my extension lines to cross another one. Now the other option that I could have in there for that is I could put the dimension here, but simply not go all the way past the others. So either way is fine, you choose. Don't do both. We don't need all those dimensions. We only need some of them. Don't do any extras. The last dimension I'm going to need is on the top so that I have the depth. You will always need at least one, maybe more, depth measurements that can be on the top or on the side. But if I do this one, I don't need to do this one. That's unnecessary. I'm going to hit escape, get out of that, because that's the same as this dimension here. Once I have my dimensions in place, I'm going to come over to here to File and iProperties. With iProperties is where I get to insert my name on the file. So I'm going to come over to Summary, Author, put my name in, full name, and then on Project, the designer is also me. I'm going to click OK, and then over here I can see that my name is in the file. I want to save this in the folder, same folder as I have all the rest. First is a drawing. Then I want to export a PDF. And exporting the PDF is pretty important because that's going to be a file that you can put into your Google Drive that is easy to see, and you can check all your measurements and whatnot easily. So we save that, and the PDF, unlike other Inventor files, can be seen in Google Drive. You're going to do this with all of your parts and all of the drawings from 4.2. Make sure they're all saved in your Google Drive, and that's it.